leg muscles and take a deep breath. Moving into an active mountain pose, let's inhale, take the arms to the sky. And exhale the hands to the heart center. A few times to match your breath. Everyone's going at their own pace. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling the hands back. Let's continue this, reminding ourselves that we should listen to our bodies, go at our own pace, take breaks from the movement, rest if you need to, let go of any expectation, competition. Breathe, feel, move, sweat, and enjoy your powerful yogic practice today. Let's bring the hands back to the heart center. We're stepping our feet out wide, sideways on our mats. Let's turn our toes out in preparation for moon pose, dropping the hips, extending the arms out to the sides of the body. Let's relax the toes, pull the navel center in. Let's get comfortable with the pose. Once again, go ahead and check out your alignment. Make sure those knees are right over the ankles and not leaning over the toes. Let's straighten the arms and straighten the legs and move into the moon flow. Lifting and lowering. Good. Everyone's going at their own pace. Breathing into those leg muscles. Lifting out of the low back, core center muscles. On the inhale, extend. On the exhale, contract. Active bodies, active breath. Let's do about 5 more of these. Notice if you can get your tailbone a little bit lower. Modify if you need to. Extending the arms out, turning the palms up, dropping the shoulders. Let's hold here for a moment. And let's go ahead and remind ourselves of our spa principles, pulling those shoulders down. Moving to some sunflowers now. Let's inhale, take the arms to the sky. Exhale, bending the elbows, bending the knees. Inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Toes are spread. Faces relaxed, happy smiling faces, breathing into all the heat, all the energy that we're creating today. Breath into the belly, bringing the heat and energy to the body. Then going the aura perfect pace with the breath. Doing 3
dream.
Once all come, bring the hands back to the heart center, check in. Let's find a deeper breath. Again, reminding ourselves that breathing in through the nose and out from the nose, keeping the heat in the body, generating more heat and focus. Let's step to the top of our mats, finding round nose, going the shoulders back and down. Breathing deeply. Let's inhale the arms to the sky and exhale into chair pose. So Stacey can show the modified version of the pose, placing the hands on top of the palms. Michelle will be showing the more advanced variation, extending the arms upward, and Christopher is showing the moderate way to go. So at our own pace, moving with the breath, let's keep chair flow, circle sweeping the arms up and back into our appropriate chair pose. You can even bend your elbows to take the pressure off the shoulders and the traps. Some of you may need to separate your feet out a little bit to accommodate your chair. Let's focus on our glutes, focus on the abs, focus on creating as much heat as possible with a deep and powerful breath. Inhale up, exhale back in the chair.
In my dream.
hips a little bit more as we reverse that swan dive coming up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Good. Inhale, reverse the swan dive up. Exhale, bringing it down. Bending those knees to protect the back. Core center muscles active, originating the pose when the core center muscles are bicycling the legs, shaking out the head and neck. Let's alternate, bending one knee and then the other. And let's all drop to our knees now and rest for a moment in child's pose, practicing rest as an opportunity to relax, taking it down to the separate your knees out a little bit wider to accommodate the pose. Let's check out our wrist to shoulder alignment. Pull the mid back towards the sky, pulling the heart center towards the tailbone, moving right into a full cat position. Looking straight down at the floor or looking at the knees, relaxing the knees. Good. Finding cow pose. Let's pull the heart center forward, the tailbone to the wall behind us. Back muscles contracted, front of the body is stretching. And now with an active breath, let's move from pose to pose. Inhaling on the extension, exhaling spinal flexion. Moving at your own perfect pace with the breath. Taking time to appreciate and acknowledge each pose. Letting the torso do all the work. Focusing on the midsection muscles and the back muscles. One breath, one movement. Get those moving on. To a deeper place of space and relaxation. Now let's find neutral spine. Preparing for spinal balance, we're bringing the left leg straight back behind us, pointing those left toes down towards the floor. Let's activate that left glute and then reach the right arm forward as we're ready, looking straight down at the floor, keeping the head in line with the spine. Releasing on the exhalation, switching sides. Moving with a powerful breath and it's moving slow. Let's switch from side to side. Again, at your own pace. Inhaling extension, exhale release. Contracting all the muscles, releasing, and then expanding on the opposite side. Happy smiling faces because your body loves this, although your mind may get in the way. Let's do one more. Good work, everyone. Let's release back into downward facing dog position, taking 5 easy breaths. Let's bend the knees for a moment, and then straighten the legs, and just repeat this a few times. Without overstretching or overstressing our bodies, just bend and extend. Saying hello to your hamstrings, nose when they say back today. Now that we've warmed up the lower body, the torso, and the back muscles, let's do some upper body warm-ups, moving into plank or modified plank position. So if you're modifying this pose, go ahead and drop your knees. Let's make sure that our hands are in a little bit closer together to protect the wrists and the shoulders. We're exhaling down to modified or full crocodile position. And Michelle is showing the advanced variation. Stacy is modified. We're pushing back to plank and coming back into child's pose if we're modifying or downward facing pressing back up, pushing back, nodding and doing the back bend until we're nice and even. Dropping those knees if we need to. Resting in child's pose and breathe. Let's all do one more together. And then exhale back to downward facing dog position. Enjoying the length in the back. Moving now into a side plank position. Let's drop the right knee. Place the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Bring that right foot directly behind the right knee, almost directly behind it, and then lift the left foot to the sky. So if you're modifying this pose, you can just keep your hand on your hip. Now let's all take our foot off. Good. Lengthening from the core center of the body outward, bringing the energy to the navel center. Draw your shoulder blades together. Let's release and switch sides. Side plank position. Modified or unmodified. Slow the breath, switching sides a few times. If you get any knee issues or any contraindications, you might just want to hold one side and then hold the opposite side. Making sure you're using the midsection to support the core center and your muscles. We're using the breath to fuel the body. Go at our own pace and enjoy the flow. Knowing that there's no rush, no race, and no place to be. Moving back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog position, let's step the right foot forward, drop the left knee, and find ourselves in a lunge position. Those of you who would like to move on, can draw your arms to the sky. Facing dog position. Good, and with the breath, now let's inhale, plank pose. Exhale, crocodile or modified crocodile. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling with a push-up if we want more work, back into downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, back foot turns. And let's find a warrior one position, turning the back foot flat. We're taking the arms to the sky. Excellent. Let's release, downward facing dog. Inhaling forward plank or modified plank. Exhaling down to crocodile or modified crocodile. Pulling the ribs through the arms, upward facing dog or cobra. Pushing up as an option, back into let's step the left foot forward. Keep the back knee on the floor. And when we're ready, find warrior one position. Inhaling arms to the sky. Exhaling into forward fold, stepping to the top of our knees. Let's bend the knees and moving to a easy chest extension. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Again, if we're modifying, we really want to bend those knees. Using the breath to move the shoulders gently. Inhale, jump back into plank position or walk back if you're modified. Holding plank pose now. Or modified plank. Let's push back into the down dog. So we have a couple of different options today. Join our yoga buffet. We can hang out in down dog if we're stretching and taking a moderate route. If we're taking a break, we can drop to our knees and rest in child's pose and modify. Or we can go back into plank position, drop down to crocodile, and roll into upward facing dog 5 times your choice. So everyone's got something to do. Rest or breathe. Inhale, rolling it up. Exhale, pushing back. And we're walking, stepping, or jumping to the top of our mat, back to the top. So by now we should be warm. Is everyone warm? All right, good. So, bringing it back to the lower body now. Let's inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, into chair pose or modified. Let's inhale, reach those arms up. Stepping the feet in a little bit closer together. Twisting chair. We're bringing the palms together. Bringing the right elbow outside the left knee. Or modified. The hands on the hip. Let's release into forward fold. Exhaling as we're ready. Switching sides. Extending the arms if you'd like more work. Let's squeeze back down into forward. Inhale, swan. Exhale, chair pose. Good. Inhale, back up. Twisting chair. And let's repeat the sequence. At your relying on your core center muscles. Breath to energize. You can add a chair to the most important is to bend the knees, protect the low back, create the flow. Let's find ourselves back in mountain pose. And on an inhale, let's take the arms to the sky with a powerful breath. Good. Exhale, swan dive. Inhaling into monkey pose, looking up and right to the exhaling, walking, stepping, and jumping back into plank position. Looking back into downward facing dog. Again, we have options. We can hang out in child's pose if we're modified. We can stay in down dog stretch, or we can move back to plank pose, walk down to crocodile, and roll into upward facing dog. Today you might choose to rest or do extra push-ups. Let's all find downward facing dog as a group. Enjoying a deeper breath, a deeper stretch. Enjoying the opportunity to stretch our hamstrings, to lengthen through the back. Good. Find our ribs moving closer to the floor. Preparing for warrior one, let's step that right foot forward, turn the back foot flat once again. Inhaling the arms to the sky. quick transition into warrior two position has us floating our ribs over the waist. Checking out our alignment, back toes turned in towards the front toes. Knee over the ankle. And let's reverse that warrior, taking the right arm to the sky. Dropping into our pose. Notice that your front leg wants to straighten. Go get it. Let's hold your back leg is strong and active. Left heel is pressing. Side ankle pose, modified or unmodified. Let's take a forearm across the top of the leg. Draw the opposite arm to the sky. Lifting out of the low back here, twisting open and breathing. Extending energy, extending breath. And as we're ready, we're sweeping the left hand down. Turning onto our back toes. Modified by placing a hand on the thigh, just hanging out here. Moving into the full twisted lunge by turning onto those back toes and extending the right arm to the sky.
Somebody by your side, all around.
Let's elongate the hips and spread the shoulders, open to the chest.
Fly like a little angel.
And exhale, release both legs. Let's step back into down dog.
Fly so high.
Good. Once again, we have options. Rest, move, or stretch in down dog. Listening to your body, listening to the breath. Finding downward facing dog as it's prepare for warrior one on the opposite side. Left foot stepping forward, back foot turning flat, inhaling those arms to the sky, just setting up the pose, setting up your alignment. And let's exhale into a quick warrior two position, extending, lengthening, and breathing. Pulling the upper body back, letting the lower body sink down. Calves are still. Reversing the warrior, taking the left arm to the sky.
He's mine, he's mine, he's
Side angle pose, modified or unmodified, your choice.
He's mine, he's mine, he's
Once again, let's spread those toes.
he's
Use
mine,
dynamic tension, pressing the arms,
he's mine,
extending it.
he's
And when we're ready, we release the right hand down.
he's mine,
Turn onto the back toes, and draw the arm to the sky as an option. Twisting lunge position.
he's mine, he's mine, he's mine, my man,
Breathing.
he's mine,
Let's release back into down dog.
he's mine, my man,
And once again, take advantage of the yoga blanket. Rest,
he's mine,
stretch,
my man, he's mine, he's mine, he's mine, my man.
so rest is great. Movement. No place to go, but inside into more sensation, more relaxation. Let's come back into downward facing dog, joining the breath. Preparing for prayer twist, modified or unmodified prayer twist. Let's step the right foot forward, turn the let's all drop the back knee, and reach the arms. So if we'd like to modify today, the left hand goes on top of the right thigh. We bring the right hand to the right hip and reach the circle. Those of you who like a little bit more work, you can take your elbow outside the knee, bring your hands together, and breathe here. If you'd still like more work, take the back knee off the goodness by holding there and breathing.
He's
And
mine,
those of you who would still like more work, you can extend the arms.
he's mine,
Everyone takes it.
he's mine, my man,
Take 2 more deep breaths.
he's mine, he's mine, he's mine, my man,
And releasing downward facing dog position. Once again, rest, move, breathing either way. Pausing anywhere where we feel like we need more work. Setting up prepared twist on the other side. From our downward facing dog, we step the left foot. We draw the arms to the side. That left knee is on the floor. Let's take the arms up. Bringing the palms together, moving into the modified or unmodified variation of our pose. Then that back knee can come off the floor. Passing through that back heel, spreading to the left toes. Activating the dynamic tension and central pressure. Feeling our muscles shake, feel strength, release stress and tension. All part of our yogic scenario. Let's release into downward facing dog. And let's drop the knees for a moment. Take a break. Are we warm enough for a back bend? Okay, good. Let's find a camel pose, a modified or unmodified variation. So you can reach back, grab your glutes. Let's pull the shoulders back, lengthen through the cervical spine. If we're modifying, we look forward. If we're going a little bit further, we can look back and plant the heels. Taking care of our necks, breathing into this elevating, lubricating pose. Feeling the space in the heart center. Breathing acceptance through our bodies and through our minds. Always following our back bends with a forward bend. Let's find ourselves in child's pose as we're ready. Lifting out of the low back and slowly coming forward. Finding yourself moving back into downward facing dog position.
Fly like a little angel.
Let's step on the right foot forward.
Fly so high.
Turning the back foot flat. And just hanging out in a modification of pyramid pose. So we can work towards straightening both legs. Or not. You can micro bend the knee if you're taking care of your hamstring today. Let's relax the knee. And coming up safely and carefully, let's bring the hands to the upper thigh, use our upper body strength to press up and extend the arms to the sky for a slight back. Grounding our feet into the earth. Let's extend the arms out for triangle preparation. Take a minute to check out our alignment. Our back toes are turned in towards the front toes. We're reaching, lengthening out like a sliding door, taking the upper body over the lower body. Let's reach down and grab above or underneath the knee, depending upon if you're modifying or not. So if you're modifying, you might want to keep your hands at the upper side. And let's squeeze our glutes. Press into the 6 minutes. Holding through and breathing. Good. Let's draw the arm over the head, in front of the room, and then exhaling both hands back down to the floor, back into that variation. Moving into twisting triangle now, you might need to step your feet in closer together. Let's take the right arm to the sky. If you're modifying, you might want to grab onto your shin, or simply place your opposite hand on the hip. Excellent work, everyone. Let's release and step back into downward facing dog. Again, we can inhale and rest in child's pose, or we can drop down. Build some more upper body strength. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. 2 times, and then find yourself in downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog position, preparing for the triangle pose on the opposite side. Let's step the left foot forward. lengthening the
and
back of the
stay.
neck, transitioning
I'm on my
the
way
arms besides opening the hips,
to
but
change.
slowly down, maintaining the alignment in the core center strength, grabbing onto your
Just wait
chin.
and see.
Or
It's
solid,
for the better.
anywhere you feel
Just wait and
keeping
see.
the head in line with the
It's
spine.
for the better. Just leave it up to me.
Using the glutes.
Leave it. Just leave it up to
Finding
me.
a comfortable place for the head.
Leave it up to me. Leave it. Just leave it up to me.
Exhaling the arm over the head, reaching, stretching, breathing, lengthening, and bring that hand down. And draw the opposite arm to the side. Stepping the feet in a little bit closer together if we need more space in our hands. If we can't find it, we can reminding ourselves of your way is just about space. Next thing is physical space.
Try to think.
Let's release and find down.
Don't wait on blank. Or
Drop
try
the
to
knees
think.
now, preparing for dolphin pose.
Leave it
Let's
up
drop
to
the
me.
feet to the floor.
Leave it.
Grasping
Just
the
leave
knees
it up to
together.
me. Leave it.
Tucking the toes under,
Leave
lifting
it up
the
to
hips,
me.
pushing back into the toes. If we've got any shoulder issues, we want to take it easy here.
Leave it.
So we can still
Leave it up to
and
me.
enjoy the benefits.
Leave it.
Take it to the next level,
leave
building
it up
more
to
body
me.
strength and working the core.
Leave it.
Sliding
Leave it up to me.
face of the hands,
Leave it.
and then exhale
leave it
to
up to
the
me.
face.
Leave it.
Repeating this a few
Leave
times.
it up to me.
Building strong bodies, building a stronger body. Resting when you need to take a break.
Just leave it up to me. Leave it. Just leave it up to me. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it up to me. Leave it. Just leave it up to me. Leave it.
And let's find ourselves resting in child's pose for a moment. Breathing into a state of balance. Balance of the body and the mind. Preparing for our balance breath. One more deep breath to set your focus and your intention, and let's find ourselves in downward facing dog.
Just leave it up to me. Leave it.
Right
Just
hand
leave it up to me.
and taking the left leg to the ground for
To
still.
me. Leave it.
Keep the micro bend while standing. Lifting the side up to me. You're modifying today for the deeper bend in that knee bit. We're using it to half pose from here. Let's drop the foot a little bit. The left hand to the left hip. And when and if you're ready, open and extend your body. Just noticing the long line of energy. Those of you who'd like more work, moving into the twisting half moon position, bringing one hand down and extending the opposite arm. That's an option. Using both hands down, warrior three preparation. Let's put a bigger bend in that right knee. Fingertips can stay on the floor as that left foot pushes behind us, activating the left foot. Those of you who'd like a little bit more work, you can bring your hand up to the side. If you feel like more work, you can bring your hands to the front center. Reaching the arms forward, back, or out to the sides. You're doing pushing, not beating ourselves up physically or mentally, just enjoying the pose. Let's switch the hand position if you'd like. Noticing our inner dialogue as we practice yoga. Are we being gentle with ourselves? Are we encouraging ourselves? Let's be kind to our bodies. See, repeating positive affirmations to ourselves. Releasing the hands down. Warrior 3 preparation. Really balance. Going to level 1, 2, 3, or 4 of your choice. Using the micro bend to ground ourselves into the earth. Noticing the bend in the knee actually helps us maintain our balance. Reminding ourselves that there's no perfect pose. Reminding ourselves that the process is just as important as the practice, and it's all just practice. Let's release it to forward fold. Good. We've deserved the chest expansion now. Let's bend the elbows, bend the knees, take the hands back behind the back, drawing the arms over the head, relaxing the head a bit, smiling. Smiling. Because we're moving down to the floor. Preparing for mountain 3 of our class. Let's release the hands down and find ourselves in a nice seated forward fold position. Taking the legs out in front of us. Let's draw the arms to the side. If we're taking care of our back, pulling the hamstrings through, let's put a nice bend. Bend the elbows to shorten the lever. Let's exhale and fold forward. Easy forward fold. Taking a few deep breaths here just to relax and enjoy the stretch. Softening the body. Softening the head. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Sometimes we need to put a bend in the elbows to make this happen. Lengthen the cervical spine. And on an inhale, we take the arms back up. Preparing for tabletop or incline plank position. Let's bring hands or fists back behind the body. Bend the knees or keep the legs straight. We're modifying. We'll want to bend those knees. Let's lift the hips off the floor. Breathing into the strength of our practice. Let's slowly release down, moving into boat or modified boat, breathing into the balance that is our practice. Grabbing onto the back of the legs if you need to. Extending the limbs up, away from the torso. Abs are firm, heart center lifting. Good. So everyone's doing the pose that suits their own body. Let's place the feet on the floor. Inhale the arms back up. And slowly move into an easy forward fold position once again. Stretching. Repeating that sequence a few times, breathing into strength, balance, and flexibility. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, tabletop pose or incline plank position. Good. Exhale, releasing, breathing into the balance that is both hands. Steady those limbs. Exhale, releasing, easy forward fold. Stretching the low back. Good. And one more time, inhaling, incline plank or tabletop position. With the breath now, exhale, releasing both. Inhale. Exhaling the feet down. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling forward, low back stretch. lifting up about an inch now, engaging the quadcenter muscles. So you can grab the back of your legs or grab an imaginary bar as we pull forward and move back a few times. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. This is like weight training. It's actually we're using our body weight to create a stronger core center. So moving into boat or bound boat position, those of you who'd like a little bit more work can grab your big toes, extend your legs up and out. If you're modifying, you can grab onto the back of the ankles, perhaps behind the knees. So everyone's got something to do. Tabletop pose one more time.
Darling, it's time for you to see. You have to open up your heart to me.
Down for a seated spinal twist. Pulling the right knee in towards the chest. Wrapping that left arm around the right leg. Twisting over the shoulder. Inhaling into the mid-back. Exhaling twist. Those of you who would like more work, it's always available. Let's take the right hand, the left foot, wrap around, last behind the back, and look into the opposite shoulder. Breathing here. Good, let's keep lifting up the lower back. Feeling the stretch to the shoulder.
Don't wanna run anymore. Stop this crazy chase. Let me feel your true embrace. Show your true face.
Before we move down to the floor. So we can either move into the more advanced variation or do a simple spinal twist. Wherever we are, we're inhaling and exhale twisting. Inhale lengthening, exhale extending. Massaging the internal organs, preventing adhesion, creating more blood flow.
Trying to hide from me.
Let's take that left knee with us as we move down.
Running around, trying to hide from me.
Bringing that left knee right into the chest. Let's release our low back from all the standing postures. Bringing the left knee down to the right side of the body. Spinal twist. Then the extended leg, grab onto the foot with the opposite hand, stretching into the quadricep, breathing into the low back. Bringing the foot outside the leg and head up to meet the knee.
Wanna run anymore. Stop
And
this
exhale,
crazy
switching
chase.
sides.
Let me feel
Pulling the
your
right knee in.
embrace.
Moving into spinal twist. As you're ready, let's bend the extended leg. Grab the foot with the hand. Twist and breathe open. This is a more advanced posture, so if you're feeling uncomfortable, you can just keep the leg extended.
Darling, it's time for you to say you have to open up your heart to
I'm
me.
slowly bringing you back into the chest.
I just wanna set you free.
Bringing both knees into the
I
chest now.
wanna feel you next
Moving
to
into
me.
bug pose. Let's grab the toes, pull the knees down to either side of the body, stretching to the connective tissue. Stretching to the hip
It's to
flexors.
me no reality.
Balancing this pose
All
now
the
with a bridge or
things
wheel
you
position,
tried
your
to
choice.
say.
Bringing the soles of the feet to the floor, lifting the hips.
It's so fake to
Those of you who are moving into a
me.
heel,
Show
slide
your
your hands
true
back underneath your
face.
shoulders.
Don't wanna
And lift
run
up.
anymore. Stop this crazy chase.
Finding the appropriate position for our bodies today. Perhaps trying the position and then trying another
Don't
position.
wanna run anymore. Stop this crazy
Exploring
chase.
the options, the many options in our yoga practice. Keep pressing to the inside edges of the feet. Keep lifting through the hips, taking 3 more deep breaths. And slowly releasing knees to chest, stabilizing the spine,
You're
relaxing it.
trying to hide from me. Give me
Give yourselves a big hug for practicing hard today, practicing powerfully, breathing.
trying to hide from me.
Into big toe hold pose. Let's extend the left leg down to the floor. Grab that right big toe with the right hand and straighten the leg as much as possible, bringing the head up to the knee. Release the head and neck down, taking the right ankle across the top of the left thigh, upside down pigeon pose. We're pulling the left knee in, gently pushing the right knee away from the body, perhaps rolling from side to side on the low back, finding sensation
I
in the
just
hip
wanna
socket.
set
Again,
you
if we can't find it, we create it with a deeper breath,
I
more
wanna
focus, more
feel you
intention,
next to
and a deeper
me.
structural result.
I see all the
And remembering to be
things you
kind to our
tried
bodies.
to be.
Take time to feel, and don't push yourself
It's
too
to
far,
me
but push
no
yourself far enough to feel
reality.
something.
All the things you
Let's release the
tried
right
to
leg down to the
say.
floor. Grabbing the left big toe hold position,
It's so
extending
fake
that
to
leg
me.
straight. Bringing the head up to meet the knee. Placing the right hand on top of the right thigh.
Stop this crazy chase. Let me feel your true embrace. Show your true
Bring the left ankle across the right
run
thigh.
anymore.
Upside down pigeon pose, opposite side. We're pushing the left knee away, pulling the right knee in, breathing, finding that place of space and sensation. Finding reclining butterfly pose now. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Bringing the hands to the midsection. Letting the shoulders relax away from the ears. Letting the knees drop open. Taking a few deep breaths here. We want those shoulders to be relaxed, the elbows to be bent, the hands on the lower ribs. Feeling the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, feel the contraction. Deep yoga breathing. So you can stay in this pose, or those of you who would like a little bit more work can move into shoulder stand via cloud position. So everyone's going again with the pose that fits their body today. Inversions are great. So is reclining butterfly. So let's find a pose that best suits our body. had a powerful practice. Let's enjoy a powerful rest. Breathing, palms are open, receiving the gift of our yoga practice. Lengthening through the legs. And feel free to stay here for as long as you feel comfortable, just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, relaxing, restoring our bodies, replenishing them from the breath. We're breathing, we're relaxing, we're enjoying, finding space with the breath, finding peace, finding calm, finding tranquility, finding a deeper state of relaxation. Let's continue breathing, relaxing. Namaste.